YouTube. So every day I'm going to be talking about Black history on my channel, because I would be doing a disservice if I didn't educate my people, y'all. You know, and I know I have people from all backgrounds that subscribe, so I gotta let y'all know. But the question I have, this is like an introductory, well, not an introductory, but I think, yeah, today I'm going to be talking about Nikki Giovanni, Alvin Ailey, and James Baldwin. I'm going to talk about 3 people. It's just so many people, so I think I want to do 2 to 3 people a day, and just get the important facts and talk about that. Yeah, so the question I have today is, you have a lot of people who lose their faith, or they've lost their faith, and you know, sometimes I try to be understanding, because I know that our people were enslaved for 400 years, and as I shared with you yesterday, our people were not allowed in church. We had to make our own churches. And just in general, we've been through so much, and so many people have said to me, and they made valid points, if there is a God, where he at? Why would he allow sickness, death, slavery, poverty, oppression, death, sickness? Why are all these things going on? So the question of today, is slavery to blame for some of our people to not have faith? Because I was thinking about that on a train. I was like, the 3 things that, how do you destroy a race of people? And unfortunately they were successful at it. Not completely, because some of us still kept up our faith. You take a person's faith away. Number 1, if you burn people's churches, you don't let them go to school, so they can't learn anything, and then they can't work. Because another thing that we forget with MLK and our ancestors and they were fighting for jobs. I think I mentioned that in another video. So if a person can't provide for themselves, right? If a person can't go to church, right? It's something that we take that so lightly, because, you know, I'm guilty of it too. You know, you just sit home and watch YouTube. You know, we don't even go to church. We don't even go to church every Sunday. But the civil rights, the little meetings we used to have, happen in church, y'all. The pastor of my father's church, where he attends, Brown Memorial, the pastor brought that up some time ago. History fact. They used to have meetings in the church. They used to congregate and organize in the church. The backbone of the civil rights movement essentially was the Baptist church. So if you take someone's faith away, what do they have to live for, right? So question of the day, is slavery to blame for the non-faith, or did that always exist? Because in the history of Africans, we always believed in something, whether if it was Yahweh, whether if it was Amun-Ra, whether if it was you know, whatever. We always had faith. And then slavery time, you had slaves that didn't have faith, because I can't imagine waking up in the morning and somebody beating me and raping me and making me pick cotton. I probably would lose my faith. I would. Or fast forward to the 1920s, there were certain bars and restaurants you couldn't go to because you were black. Something like the little things we take for granted, our ancestors could not do. Dating back then was hard, because something as simple as taking your girlfriend out to dinner, you better watch where you walking, because there were no Negroes allowed. So a lot of our grandparents couldn't even date or go out places because everything was for the whites. So a lot of dating, you would meet up in a bush. You would meet up in a house because you couldn't go anywhere because everything was for the whites. You know, and like Color Purple, they would have like they had like a little juke joint, as they call it, you know. But yeah, question of the day: what made us lose our faith? And I told it, you know, some people have had a hard life, but I don't think it's just a hard life. I think it's up for discussion.